We've seen a lot of maps release in Unturned, but nothing quite like this one. It's everything that Unturned survival enthusiasts ever wanted. This map is alive, detailed, and extremely difficult. It doesn't feel lifeless like some of the other curated maps we've seen in years past. However, it has one major issue. It's simply too late. It's beautiful, but pointless. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind that this is Unturned's greatest PvE/survival-oriented map ever made. It is genuinely difficult. No! I got one shot because I backed into a wall! Fuck! This is a survival masterpiece, bro. Like, I actually feel bad about fucking dying. Typically, it's like no big deal at all. Not to mention the craftsmanship, the visuals, and the atmosphere. There aren't many times when I'm genuinely shocked by the atmosphere in this game, but walking through a pitch black forest at night with just a handheld flashlight kind of amazed me. I never knew that Unturned could get to this level. I see someone. Wait, Jigen, I might be near you.
I just went.
Hello?
Wait, hold on. Are you okay?
Hello.
Oh, I see somebody over there. Wait, where? Hey, is that
Nelson?
you?
Oh, hey, Quartz, I saw you made a video.
That's not you, right?
What? That is actually so crazy. Hello.
Cool to run into you. Malt and I were just over at the interchange, and I got one hit by a crow.
Oh, I'm kind of taken aback right now.
3 triple brace.
Whoa!
Fuck you, Nelson! Fuck you, Nelson! Fuck you, shit! Fuck you, Nelson!
Hey, let's be nice, bro. Be nice. It might not be your cup of tea, but the gameplay on this map is unlike anything we've seen before on Unturned, at least since Yukon released all the way back in 2015 when gay marriage was still illegal in the United States. Bottom line is, this map completely changes the game, but contrast that with Unturned's outdated state. If this map released a couple years ago when updates were still consistent, I genuinely believe it could have revitalized the game. While all of these other survival games evolved, Unturned just froze in time, and maybe it needed something sophisticated like this. I'm not trying to say that this map alone would have done it. It's just that it would cause the domino effect. Each curated map in this game builds on the features and aspects of the others. You can just look back, it's pattern recognition. The point is, if Limestone spawned in a couple years ago, each following map would build on its existing features. We've already seen how much Limestone has revitalized the current player count of Unturned. Imagine the impact it would have in 2022, for instance, when the player count was 5 times higher and updates were still made to the game, for the most part. Limestone's great. It's just an example of tragic timing. It released in Unturned's worst era, an era relying on the contributions of creators from the community. Not to mention, it's a subjectively dead game, has a botted player count, and no real updates. What it's made of this era, however, is extremely impressive. I hear someone. There's someone in this fucking house. It could be a zombie, I don't know. There's literally someone in this house with me. I've never done this on Unturned before. It's a fucking animal.
Nice one.
It was a scary animal which I killed. Although I have absolutely no clue what the intentions or motivations were for the release of Limestone, I have to believe that along with being a great map, it's also a statement to Unturned's players. This map has been poetically released in the dying embers of a game, and I think that people should pick up on that. I get a lot of comments on my videos, especially the last one I did on Unturned, about how the game has been dead for years, and yes, there is some truth to that. But the truth is, there's still so many people who play, create content for, and mod this game. The release of this map has not just accelerated the player count, but also the amount of content that's being released on this game, which obviously just brings more recognition. With that said, there is a natural cycle for Unturned curated maps. They have a lot of hype for a little while, and then they die off like any good thing. And I would have to assume that the Limestone team wanted to prevent this from happening. But when it eventually does die off, it's time to look at the writing on the wall and see this map as Unturned's final masterpiece. I think it's poetic that one of the greatest survival maps in Unturned's history has released during this, I'll be quite blunt, awful state of the game. In a way, it kind of immortalizes Unturned's legacy. Last thing I'll say is that I see a lot of people being pessimistic about this map, saying things along the lines of stop updating the game and stop doing curated maps, just let the game die. I personally will take the optimistic side here because I'm kind of glad the Unturned is going out with a bang and there's still some decent stuff being put into the game. Before I end this video, I also want to clarify some things about the state of this game. I do realize that I only speak about this game on a very surface level, and that's by design. I haven't ever concerned myself with delving into Unturned's community. That doesn't mean that I'm unaware, but for the most part, I've never really concerned myself with it. However, that doesn't mean that I am not critical of this game. Beginning with my last Unturned video, I have developed some amount of harshness towards the game. And since I believe that it's time to let Unturned rest, it would be unjust to the players and the game itself to not address every single issue that the game has inside and out. In other words, the unturned onion needs to be peeled back before we take it behind the barn and shoot it. I'll mysteriously leave it at that. Thank you for watching this video if you made it this far. If you enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing.